Hey, my guy.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. This is, I called this the Patriots exam week. When you look at everything the Patriots have gone through 11 weeks, this team at the top of the division is really the one that they're chasing, isn't it?
I think they're chasing both of the Dolphins and Buffalo, but definitely Buffalo number one, just the consistency they had over the past 4 or 5 years with Josh Allen and the new coach, McDermott. So you can never count out anybody in the division. I don't care if you haven't won a game or you don't won, 12 games at that point. But when you play in the division, it's a different ball game. So you kind of throw everything out the window because each team is going to bring it. And this is one of those games where we definitely got to come really bring it because we need a W. We need some wins at this point in the season, fighting for a postseason position. So I expect Buffalo to come out firing, and I expect for us to build off what we done last week offensively, and I think defense will get back on track.
Let me ask you about last week, because when we talk about the Patriots needing to win games, some of these teams that are playing with better records, they have to flip one and get one that you don't really expect them to. Last week seemed like a prime opportunity. What impressed you about their offensive output?
Well, what I've been saying all along is you have to take the handcuff off the quarterback. Offensively, with Matt, he went out and he delivered. And I think as a Patriots fan, that's what you want to see at this point for it offensively to get going, and that's exactly what he did. He put us on the shoulder. He scored points. He moved the ball up and down the field. He played with confidence. On the receivers and the running backs, offensive line, everybody made plays offensively. But that's what we need going forward because, teams that we're playing, we got Cincinnati coming up. We have Buffalo twice. We have Miami down the road. All those teams can score points.
Vegas.
So we have to play great defense. Absolutely. So we're going to have to play great defense, and we're going to have to be able to score some points.
That's what I'm curious about. See, the Patriots had gone against Zach Wilson and Mitch Trubisky and Sam Ellinger. They get up against Kirk Cousins, who is a Pro Bowl level quarterback, one of the top 10 in the league by any measure, as much as people want to poke holes in his game. Top tier players in Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, Hawkinson. Is it hard to kind of shift to a different level offense sometimes? You guys experienced it many times. You'd play teams that weren't as seasoned as, say, for instance, the Colts. It's like a pitcher starts throwing 95 after you've been seeing 88.
Well, it's all about matchups. When you're going into these games that have 4 or 5 guys that can give you some matchup problems, defensively, you got to be able to move around and change some different coverages and do some things differently throughout the whole ball game. You just can't sit in one coverage, and you just can't double. You just can't play single. You can't just play zone. You have to mix and match and keep them off balance because that's the only way you can get the quarterback off the spot and kind of thinking. If you sit in one defense, you have problems. And I think what we did, we tried to mix in a little bit last week, but they were just Cousins were getting the ball to anybody. It didn't matter, but that's what happens sometimes. But, it's just you have to be able to make some plays and try to, we had the one turnover, but that just wasn't enough,
right.
So, but you just have to be able to mix and match some defense calls and show them different looks to kind of keep them off balance defensively.
What the hard thing is about Josh Allen, I'm guessing, Vince, and tell me how you would attack him. He's a guy that you almost want to have stay on his spot because once he starts wandering around back there and deciding to take off, now you have Secretariat in the open field. What would you do defensively?
What I would do is I'll give him different looks. I'll give him a 4-man rush. I'll give him 5-man pressure. I'll blitz it sometimes, and I'll play coverage. But I'll give it to him from the same look to some from different looks because and then you have Diggs out there, you have Davis out there, you have Knox, you got the backfield. So mix and match if you're going to double dig sometimes and then take away Davis in the red area and just show him different stuff. So, and understand once he go to his 1 and 2, once he go to Diggs and then he go to, Davis, now the next thing is he looking to run. So you got to have a spy sitting there waiting for him. And we've done it before. We've done it with quarterbacks. We've done it with quarterbacks like a Peyton Manning where we weren't worried about him running, but we had to show him different coverages from the same look, and we confused him. So we can confuse this guy. The past 5 weeks, he's been turning the ball over, and it hasn't been so clear to him. And we have to continue to keep that pressure on him. So I think we have the defensive weapons to do that. We just got to execute when it's time to.
Yeah, I look at the secondary and the depth of the secondary and the fact that, okay, you don't have Stuff Gilmore and you don't have J.C. Jackson or Revis as you had or Akib, but the depth, and there's nobody to pick on necessarily. I'm not saying they're all Pro Bowlers, but there's no one to pick on, and I think that helps them, as will perhaps that elbow that Josh Allen is nursing. I do want to ask you this before the Blitz, my friend. You have a new role. You are co-hosting an upcoming Food Network TV show called the NFL Tailgate Takedown with Sonny Anderson. This is a 6-part series. It's going to start on January 4th. Tell me what you can about this, because I am as excited, well, maybe more excited than you. Can that be?
Well, you know, the one thing that I took away from it is just how good of cooks these guys. I mean, you're talking about everyday Joes, you know, that don't have, some of them don't have no restaurant experience. Some just really like to cook, and they tailgate for a living. And just to see what they can do in a short amount of time, what they can come up with, that is the amazing part. And on top of that, the taste, I mean, the flavor, the type of food that they're cooking, it's like you scratching your head, you saying, they're doing some stuff that top chefs do. And there's just a regular, everyday type of guys and ladies. But it just speaks volume of how well and how much tailgating, how people take it so serious. And I'll tell you, it's going to be a lot of laughs. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to be the first time the Food Network and the NFL partner up with something like this. And I loved it. I had a great time. So I think it's going to be something everybody will enjoy.
Hey, Vince, you know what people are going to do? They're going to eat it up. I still got it.
Absolutely.
I still got it. Hey, it's time for the Blitz.
There you go.
It's presented by Shaw's, perfecting the art of fresh. First question, it's an easy one. What is your tailgate staple?
Barbecue ribs, pork ribs, absolutely.
All right, I'm going to ask, is it a St. Louis baby back? What's the other kind? Memphis?
I do spare, and I St. Louis is my own because I like to gristle, so I took both of them but apart.
Oh, we have some video you're grilling right now. Yeah, this is the best.
Oh, yeah.
Your tailgate drink of choice?
Tailgate, I like beer, and it's Corona, Heineken, but if I go, alcoholic beverages, old fashioned.
An old fashioned. Wow. See?
Oh, yeah.
You're going to want to have that with the meal. I don't want you ripping those back while you're grilling. What's the best NFL stadium to tailgate at? I'm going to guess KC has to be up there.
No, I got to give it to Houston because
fair.
You have so many different varieties of food. You know, when you go to KC, you think barbecue, but when you in Houston, you have everything known to man. Steaks, you have burgers, you have Mexican, you have Italian. So it just gives you a different palate for whatever you want to eat.
Last one, charcoal, gas, or Traeger? I'm a Traeger guy.
Charcoal all day in Traeger.
Good deal. Oh, quick one. We got to squeeze it in. Patriots Bills prediction. Help me out.
Oh, that's that Patriots all day. It's going to be 24-22.
22.
I like that score.
I love the bizarro numbers. Thank you so much,
baby.
Vince. Stay up late Thursday night. We're going to have some fun. Appreciate you.